my new nurses. It's your girl here once again. And I want to tell you another real life story that happened to me. So I was doing community nursing, okay? And that's probably, I was about maybe 2 or 3 years in nursing. So I called my patient daughter and I said, something in my gut telling me I should see that patient today. So I called the patient daughter and I said, I'm going to visit your mom today. She was like, no. She wasn't accepting the visit for today, but something in me telling me to see that patient today. So I called the escort and I said, I'm going to see that patient today. So I went to see the patient. It was a blizzard that time. I live in New York City and we get blizzards, so it was a blizzard. The snow was like, it was a lot of snow on the ground. So, I put on my boot and, and I went to see the patient. So when I went to the patient home, I fell in front of the patient home in the snow. The daughter came out. She saw me. I fell. She didn't even say, okay, let me help you get up. She closed back her door and she went back in. The patient was in the basement. She lived on the first floor. So the escort came out and he helped me, he helped pick me up from the ground. I could have said, I fell, I'm going to go back home. But no. A nurse is a nurse even in this blizzard, okay? So I went to see the patient. The daughter had like 2 big dogs in there. And I said, ma'am, could you please put away the dogs so I can see your mom? And she says, no, I'm not putting away the dogs. I'm not putting away the dogs. So I say, ma'am, could you please put away the dogs so I can see your mom? After, a little bit, she put away the dogs. And I went to see the mom. When I went to see that patient, her vitals was off, respiration was off, and the patient looked like she was being neglected, The patient who had a peg tube, but the patient looked like she wasn't being fed, and I'm like, wow. The patient was unkept. She was in filth. And I look at the patient and I said, you know what? I'm going to call 911. So I called 911 for the patient and they took the patient to the ICU. Then I got a call. From ACS. While the patient was in ICU, I guess they reported the patient to ACS. They opened up a neglect case. So the patient was being neglected by the daughter in her home. The home was belonging to the patient. Okay? So sometimes when your gut's telling you something, you got to trust your instinct. As a nurse, you got to trust your instinct. If something ain't feeling good, if something ain't feeling right, you got to trust your instinct at times. Okay? So drop a comment if you ever had a gut feeling moment.